Have you ever noticed how often we talk about the golden years of aging, as if it is all sunshine and endless relaxation? The marketing pictures show vibrant seniors playing tennis or traveling the world. And yes, there is so much beauty and joy to be found as we get older. But what about the moments when it feels anything but golden? The quiet struggles. The things no one really tells you when you are younger, or even when you are right in the middle of it. It is a conversation we often shy away from, preferring to focus solely on the brighter side. Yet, sometimes, facing reality, even a tough one, is the very first step to truly navigating it with strength, wisdom, and grace. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on 5 harsh truths about getting older that most people simply don't dare to discuss. These are not meant to scare you, but to empower you with knowledge, to prepare you, and to help you find deeper meaning, joy, and purpose even amidst life's inevitable changes. We will explore these often unspoken realities and how understanding them can actually lead to a richer, more authentic later life. Make sure you watch right to the very end, because I have something that might truly surprise you, something hopeful and unexpected that can absolutely change your perspective on these very truths. Let us dive straight into the first of these unspoken realities. One that can hit many of us hard: your social circle will inevitably shrink. Now, this is not a prediction of loneliness for everyone, but it is a common and often painful truth. As we age, we face the loss of loved ones, friends, partners, siblings, which naturally reduces the number of people in our lives. Our children grow up and move away, busy with their own families and careers. Our own mobility might decrease, making it harder to maintain friendships that rely on frequent outings or visits. Interests change, and sometimes, those long-term friendships simply drift apart as our priorities or physical capabilities shift. The impact of this shrinking circle can be profound. It can lead to feelings of isolation, a deep sense of loss, and a quiet loneliness that is rarely discussed openly. You might find yourself missing the spontaneous gatherings, the easy camaraderie, or even just the daily interactions that once filled your life. It is a natural part of the aging process. Yet, it is something we are rarely prepared for emotionally. But here is the empowering part. Understanding this truth allows us to be proactive. This is not about accepting inevitable loneliness, but about adapting and creating new avenues for connection. It means consciously seeking out new connections, perhaps through groups that align with new or old hobbies. Have you always loved reading? Join a book club at your local library or community center. Interested in staying active? Look into walking groups, gentle exercise classes, or even senior sports leagues. Volunteering is another wonderful way to meet like-minded people who share your values and passions. You are not just giving back, you are building a new network of support and friendship. Don't underestimate the power of simply reaching out to people you know, old acquaintances, distant relatives, or even neighbors you have only waved to before. A simple coffee invitation or a phone call can rekindle a connection or spark a new one. Embrace technology too. While it can feel daunting, online communities, video calls with family who live far away, or even social media groups dedicated to specific interests can open up a whole new world of connection. It is about actively tending to your social garden, planting new seeds even as old blooms fade. Now that we have talked about the shifting landscape of our social lives, let us move on to another truth that many find challenging to confront. Your body will betray you in unexpected ways. Even if you have lived a healthy life, we are constantly told about the importance of diet and exercise for healthy aging. And those are absolutely crucial. But even for the most disciplined among us, the body begins its own subtle rebellion. That knee that never bothered you suddenly aches on rainy days. Your energy levels are not what they used to be, and recovery from even a minor illness or injury takes far longer. You might develop chronic conditions that seemingly appear out of nowhere, or existing conditions might become more pronounced. This is not about letting yourself go. It is simply the natural wear and tear of a body that has lived for decades. A body that has carried you through a lifetime of experiences. The emotional toll of these physical changes can be immense. It can lead to frustration, a sense of loss of control, and even a profound shift in your identity. You might feel a disconnect between the vibrant, capable person you still feel yourself to be on the inside, and the physical limitations your body now presents. Activities you once loved might become harder or impossible. There is a grieving process that can occur for the physical capabilities you once took for granted. However, recognizing this truth allows for a powerful shift in perspective. It is not about fighting an unwinnable battle, but about learning to listen to your body with compassion and adapting with intelligence. Regular medical checkups become even more vital, allowing you to catch issues early and manage them effectively. Small, consistent habits become your best allies: a daily gentle walk, simple stretching exercises, eating nutritious whole foods that support your body, rather than taxing it. It is about embracing what your body can still do, celebrating its enduring strength, and finding new ways to enjoy movement and life. Perhaps you cannot run marathons anymore, but you can enjoy a leisurely stroll in a beautiful park. Maybe you cannot lift heavy weights, but you can build strength with resistance bands or bodyweight exercises. It is about accepting limitations with grace, while still pushing gently to maintain as much vitality as possible. This approach allows you to shift from fighting your body to partnering with it, navigating the changes with resilience and even a deeper appreciation for the incredible vessel that has carried you this far. As we continue this exploration of the unspoken truths of aging, let us move to one that often impacts our sense of self and connection to the broader world. You will feel increasingly invisible to younger generations. This is a subtle, often painful reality that many older adults experience. It is not necessarily malicious, but it is pervasive in a world that often celebrates youth, speed, and innovation. The wisdom and experience of age can sometimes be overlooked or even dismissed. You might find conversations happening around you where your input is not sought, or you might be spoken over in a way that would never happen to someone younger. Technological advancements can create a gap, making you feel less relevant in a fast-changing digital landscape. You might sense that your perspectives are seen as old-fashioned, or that your contributions are no longer as valued as they once were. The emotional impact of this invisibility can be profound. It can lead to feelings of irrelevance, frustration, loneliness, and a quiet sadness. You might feel like you are fading into the background, no longer seen or heard, despite a lifetime of experiences, knowledge, and insights to offer. This truth highlights a societal challenge as much as a personal one. But here is how we can reclaim our visibility and our voice. First, cultivate an active curiosity about the world around you, especially about what younger generations are doing and thinking. Ask questions, listen more than you speak, and approach new ideas with an open mind. This curiosity not only keeps your mind sharp, but it also creates bridges for intergenerational connection. Share your wisdom and life stories, but do so in an inviting, not lecturing, way. Your experiences are invaluable, and many younger people are genuinely hungry for authentic connection and guidance, even if they don't always express it. Initiate conversations, whether with your grandchildren, younger colleagues if you are still working, or young people in your community. Offer to mentor, volunteer, or simply engage in genuine dialogue. Embrace technology selectively. You don't need to master every new app, but learning a few key ones that help you connect or access information can be empowering. Find your voice in new ways. Share your art. Join groups that advocate for causes you care about. When you are present, engaged, and willing to connect, you defy the notion of invisibility and remind everyone of the richness that age brings. Moving on from our sense of place in the world, let us confront another truth that can be deeply challenging. Your sense of purpose might waver or disappear entirely. For many of us, our identity has been closely tied to our careers, raising families, or caring for others. Retirement, children leaving home, or changes in responsibilities can leave a vast emptiness where purpose once resided. You might suddenly find yourself with abundant free time, but without a clear direction or a sense of what you are meant to be doing. The feeling of being done, or no longer needed, can be incredibly disorienting and even depressing. This truth is not about laziness or lack of imagination. It is about a profound life transition that strips away familiar structures and demands a redefinition of self. The impact of a lost sense of purpose can manifest as apathy, boredom, a lack of motivation, and even a feeling of worthlessness. You might find yourself drifting, feeling uninspired, or struggling to find meaning in your daily life. This is a crucial period where many people face existential questions about their value and contribution. Yet, this truth also holds an incredible opportunity for rediscovery. It is a chance to define purpose on your own terms, free from the constraints of work or external expectations. Begin by looking inward. What truly excites you? What have you always wanted to learn or do but never had the time for? Rediscover old passions. Perhaps an instrument you used to play, a craft you loved, or a subject you found fascinating. Explore entirely new hobbies and interests. Volunteer your time and skills to a cause you believe in. Giving back to your community can provide an immediate and profound sense of meaning. Consider mentoring younger people, sharing your accumulated wisdom and experience. For some, it might be about starting a small passion project, writing a book, cultivating a garden, or becoming an active part of a local community group. Purpose does not have to be grand or world-changing. It can be found in the daily acts of creation, connection, and contribution that bring you joy and a sense of fulfillment. It is about redefining your legacy, not just in terms of what you leave behind, but in how you live each day with intention and engagement. Finally, let us address the last harsh truth on our list: the world keeps changing, and it is harder to keep up. This is a truth that resonates deeply in our rapidly evolving society. Technology advances at an astonishing pace. Societal norms shift. New information floods us constantly, and the speed of life seems to accelerate year after year. For those of us who have seen decades of change, the sheer volume and speed of these transformations can be overwhelming. From navigating complex new smart devices to understanding new social conventions or political landscapes, it can feel like you are constantly playing catch-up, or that the ground beneath your feet is always shifting. The emotional impact of this can range from mild frustration to profound anxiety and a sense of being left behind. You might feel disconnected from current trends, struggle with new systems, or simply feel exhausted by the effort required to stay current. There can be a sense of being out of sync with the modern world, which only exacerbates the feeling of invisibility we discussed earlier. However, this truth also presents an opportunity for strategic engagement and mental agility. You don't have to master every new trend or understand every technological innovation. The key is to embrace continuous learning with a sense of curiosity, but also with discernment. Choose what truly matters to you to understand. Perhaps it is learning how to use video calls to connect with distant family, or understanding how to safely use online banking. Focus on areas that genuinely enhance your life or bring you joy. Seek understanding, not necessarily mastery. Engage in conversations with younger generations about new technologies or societal shifts. Their perspective can be enlightening, and your experience can offer valuable context. Find community with others who are also navigating these changes. Share tips, discuss challenges, and support each other. Remember, the world may be changing fast, but your wisdom, your perspective, and your ability to adapt are still incredibly valuable. It is about finding your footing amidst the flux, picking your battles, and continuing to engage with the world in ways that feel meaningful and manageable for you. We have journeyed together through 5 harsh truths about getting older. Truths that are often whispered in quiet moments, but rarely spoken openly. We have talked about the inevitable shrinking of our social circles, the unexpected ways our bodies can change and challenge us, the sometimes painful feeling of becoming invisible to younger generations, the potential wavering of our sense of purpose, and the overwhelming speed at which the world continues to change around us. Perhaps hearing these truths laid bare feels a little confronting, even a little heavy. That is a natural reaction. But remember, the intention behind this conversation is not to bring you down or to focus on the negatives of aging. Quite the opposite. By acknowledging these realities, by naming them, we strip them of some of their power. We move from a place of blind surprise or quiet struggle to one of conscious awareness and proactive engagement. This is about empowerment. It is about understanding the landscape so you can navigate it with greater wisdom, resilience, and even a deeper sense of peace. Think of it this way: when you know the storm is coming, you can prepare, you can strengthen your defenses, find shelter, and perhaps even learn to appreciate the unique beauty of the storm itself. Similarly, by facing these truths head-on, we can take steps to mitigate their impact and to find new paths to fulfillment and joy. When your social circle naturally contracts, you now understand the importance of actively seeking new connections, of nurturing existing ones, and of embracing community in all its forms, whether it is a local club, a volunteer opportunity, or connecting virtually with loved ones far away. This proactive approach transforms potential loneliness into rich, new relationships. When your body throws you a curveball, when aches appear or energy wanes, you can approach it not with despair, but with a compassionate understanding that your body has served you faithfully for decades. You can listen to its signals, adapt your routines, seek professional advice, and find new ways to cherish movement and health, celebrating what your body can do rather than dwelling on what it cannot. It is about becoming an expert in your own physical well-being. When you feel that unsettling sense of invisibility, you are now equipped to push back gently. You can stay curious, share your stories, initiate conversations, and remind the world, and yourself, of the invaluable wisdom and perspective that only comes with age. You are not a relic of the past. You are a living library of experience, and your voice matters profoundly. When your purpose feels elusive after life's major chapters close, you now know that this is a time for rediscovery, not despair. It is a golden opportunity to explore passions, contribute in new ways, learn new skills, or simply find joy in the everyday moments that bring meaning to your spirit. Purpose is not a destination. It is a continuous journey of intention and engagement. And finally, when the world seems to spin faster and faster, leaving you feeling a little behind, you understand that you don't need to keep up with every single beat. You can choose what to engage with, learn selectively, and find your footing in this ever-changing landscape with grace and discernment. Your unique perspective is a steady anchor in a sea of constant change. Remember, truly small changes can make a profoundly big difference to your health, your happiness, and your overall sense of well-being as you age. It is not about grand gestures, but about consistent, mindful effort. Every single day offers new opportunities to engage with these truths, not as burdens, but as invitations to growth and deeper living. I would love to hear your thoughts on these truths, or perhaps other harsh truths about getting older that you have encountered and learned to navigate. Please share your experiences and insights in the comments section below. Your wisdom helps all of us. If you found this conversation helpful, if it resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who might benefit from these discussions. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more honest, encouraging, and helpful content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Live your best life every single day.